And welcome to Through the Static. It's a Wednesday afternoon, and it is June 26th, I think, 2019. I can't believe that next month's going to be 1 year I've been doing the show, which is crazy. But the big news is, first of all, I have to give a big shout-out to Mr. Coach Elix. He's not next to me because he is in Texas doing work and doing business and is doing incredibly well with what he's doing. But I have a guest. Well, of course, we have the incredible Mark producing, but we have a guest here, Denise Andrioli. Did I say it right?
You did.
Hey.
Hi.
And Denise is also a medium, so I'm going to ask her a little bit about her, and then Denise will sort of chat before go to the first break, and then we'll start taking calls if there's calls, which generally there usually are calls. Because, I mean, you got 2 for 1, right?
Yeah.
2 mediums for 1. So let me just quickly give administrative stuff. So the 26th of July, I will be at the Elks in Attleboro. The tickets are selling so crazy, quicker than I thought. It's an amazing price at $25. So go to my website, Stephen the Medium, and you can purchase tickets there. One thing that I'm going to do, which I didn't mention last time, and I didn't put on the flyer, is that I am just in the process of putting together a CD, and I am going to give the CD out to everybody that comes to the show. So $25, you get this incredible venue, maybe messages, and a CD. And the CD, it's 4 tracks, I believe it's going to end up. I wasn't sure if it's 4 or 5, and it's my first one that I've done. And it really is just the basics of mediumship. And it's something that I wish I had when I realized this was happening to me. It would have been nice to listen to have a meditation on it. I mean, I know there were meditations around, but just it is, Denise. You know what? I didn't even know the terminology like spirit. I had no idea. So, or what a medium was or what a psychic was. And so to have something that would kind of like tell me on the CD, that's what I'm doing. So it's great, right? It's good. So let me switch to my guest. And let me just tell you, we're just on Facebook Live. And this one's a cutie. She's got hair till next year, first of all, and it really is beautiful, Denise. It is. But so tell me, I mean, I know I brought this up at Facebook Live, but tell me how this whole mediumship came to you.
Okay. So as you know, I was born this way. When you're a child, you don't block it. You have nothing to block it. Raised Catholic, had a strong faith. I would see things like Mother Mary and stuff, and I would be told I was dreaming, or you got a good imagination, kid. I'm like, thanks.
Now, how old were you though? Like, really?
I never stopped. I had a cat that passed away, and I think I'm pretty sure I got hit by a car. My parents knew that and told me that it ran away, but I kept seeing the cat in the window, so they didn't know what to make of that.
Oh my God, Denise! So this is when you were like a really young girl.
Yes, and around 12, 13 maybe, my grandmother passed away about a time. But I felt it all, and it scared me a little bit, so I just knew, and I didn't like that.
Oh, my God.
So you don't really get rid of it. You don't really block it, but you're not so aware, I guess, of it. And I didn't know, like you said, I didn't know what a medium was. I thought this was normal. Everybody sees this stuff.
Well, I guess, especially because you're young, and you just think, I think that's what kids think. They just think whatever's happening to them is happening to everybody. But how was your family in reference to, like, that's a biggie when you come out and say, with the cat's in the window.
I saw a past life of mine. They told me that I was dreaming, like, that was something. I was like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, I don't get this.
That's impressive, though. I mean, seriously, to see a past life with not even knowing you're calling it, because clearly you didn't. It just came, right?
I thought it was me who fell off the horse. I thought it was me. I'm like, okay, whatever.
But so like when you tell mom, dad, or whoever's in the house, what's their reaction like when you say...
So I stopped telling because no one was believing me or taking me serious. And then my boyfriend at the time, when I was in my 20s, mom passed away, and she came to me.
Wait, his mom?
Yes.
The boyfriend's mom?
Up to that time, yeah. And I didn't know if I should say anything. When I did, I had a very negative response. So when I started seeing things, I didn't tell anyone.
Oh, wow.
And then, we break up, we go through that phase in my life of really fresh. And I asked for direction, and I was brought to a priest, believe it or not, who told me to meditate.
Really?
Very weird, right? Very weird, yes. Spend time with Mother Mary. And as soon as I did that,
That's so interesting that a priest said to meditate.
Yes.
So spirit, right? It's
yeah, so I go to a
spirit.
medium like us, and I'm like, I think I'm different. And she's like, you are. She's like, you are.
Just the hair alone.
Yeah. So, and, I started going to guided meditations with her, and she taught me a little bit of stuff, like, what I was seeing and things like that. And I opened up, and it's like a step ladder. So every time I connect, I open up more and more, and it amazes me.
So, I love that you just said that, because it's something that I say all the time, that like we do this all the time, right?
Yeah.
But every day, don't you get amazed? It's like
yes.
what you learn and like you said in Facebook Live, how it changes. It shifts, it changes. It's not the same.
Yes, and I just the past 2 years, especially the last 6 months, I stepped into doing healings. And it amazes me what comes through, because I never know. I'm just like, I don't know, winging it.
Now tell everyone who's listening, like, what do you mean with healing?
So it's a divine healing. So it's energy work. It's removing blocks, helping them get through some emotional stuff. Sometimes just clearing energy.
So someone will just come in and, like, will they?
So the last person I had, she had her sacral was blocked, her her stomach area and all that. I'm sure you know what I mean. Right. And we went in, and actually what was blocking it was and this is the first time this has ever happened, because I don't connect with past stuff or anybody else. I connected with her past life that was blocking her in this life, and we tried to heal it together. She was very gifted as well.
Wow. Yeah. How wild is
that? So that was just like, whoa, it just happened.
It's so amazing, too, like when it just happens, right? I mean, it's just like when you're a kid and you get a past life where you're trying to help somebody. I know the healing, people come in, and when they leave, they're completely different, right? I mean, with the healing process.
Just their face expressions, like they're just lighter. I don't know how to explain that.
No, I completely understand it. Now, is that, when you say healing, do you also do like Reiki also, or is that completely different?
So I guess I'm familiar with Reiki to a degree, and I guess that's on a universal level, but the divine healing's on all levels. So that's why I say I never know what's going on. Sometimes I'll connect with this is my friend David. I'm going to throw that out there because I know I can. I worked on him, and we connected with a lot of Egyptian stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and my other friend, Native American stuff, because they were like my guinea pigs of her.
We all need guinea pigs.
Yeah, I was like, I want to make sure I'm doing this right.
Yeah, we all need guinea pigs.
Yeah, so it depends. Sometimes, once it was a priest's bottom with an elephant's head, and I had to figure that one out, and that was like, I don't know what this is. I know, right? I was like, I don't know what this was.
That's a doozy. I mean, I've seen some things, but that's a doozy. Like I was just like, I'll get back to this. Yeah. Well, but that's the thing too. When part of being a medium, when spirit will show us these symbols, things, and then when you've never seen them, like I'm sure you never saw that, right?
No, and I have to stop and say, am I really seeing this? Am I really seeing this?
Is that real?
Yeah.
But then trying to interpret it, to try to figure it out, it's not easy.
No,
sometimes.
It's like, I say it's like playing charades sometimes. You never know what I'm like, they're doing this thing, and I'm like, listen, this makes no sense. No sense to me. Maybe it does to you. And I know, like, again, I'm going to share with David. He was my first person I read for just read. And his grandmother came through showing me Whisk, the laundry detergent. And I was like, Whisk? And he's like, oh, she left to do laundry. And I was like, wow, yeah, right?
So wild. Yeah. It's so cool how they just show certain things. And, it's almost like spirit just, like you, David's grandmother will give you Whisk and say, oh, now you know what to do it. Figure it out. Like, you tell David. He'll
pass that one on.
Exactly.
You're like, okay.
And sometimes, I don't know if this happens with you, sometimes if the person's not getting it, I'll ask again. And sometimes they're like, no, I give you enough.
Yeah, I say hold it if it doesn't make sense.
Or just move on. Exactly, move on.
Sometimes they're pushy though. They come and they're like.
Sometimes, there's a lot of times spirit can be pushy. I have found, I don't know if it's true with you, that, and this is, I get like this validated by the people I'm reading, is that so many of people in spirit maintain their same personality.
Yeah.
Like they keep that same personality. I did a reading yesterday for a woman, and as soon as it was her mom that came through, and I said, she's in a beautiful way, the pushiest spirit I've ever. She just pushed everyone down and around, and the woman I was reading, she started laughing. She's like, that was so my mother. Like, if there's one thing to label my mother, that's to label my mom. So they keep that. I don't know if it's all the time, but there are a lot of, for the most part, from what I've seen.
I feel like when they come back to like this lifetime, as I like to mention it, because I do believe there's many lifetimes, they do keep all that and they come back.
No, which is so cool. And I could have you here for like the next 17 shows, right? Because there's so much to talk about, Denise, and you're very interesting, especially the past lives and stuff.
Yeah, that's all new. So
we have our first break. How quick was that?
Okay, yeah.
First break. So 508-222-1320, and when we come back, we're going to take some calls. Oh. And welcome back to Through the Static. You think after a year I should know not to take a drink of water right before I'm supposed to start speaking, but I did. So here's the deal. I'm going to start on the calls. We have myself and we have Denise. And I said on Facebook Live that Denise, out of nowhere one night, just sends me this message and says, your father's here, and she told me a lot of stuff, but one of the things that stuck with me was she said he comes to you in Blue Jays. And for God's sake, Denise, that is so crazy because as I was saying on Facebook Live, every time I'm having like just, you know, like we all do, having like bad days or just issues, I look out the window, there's like a blue jay staring at me. I'm like, oh, it's Dad. Oh, it's Denise, Dad. So it's really cool. So we're just going to do this. We're going to go on the fly, and whatever either one of us are getting, and if someone's just going with it, that will happen. But you know how I work, so Denise will do whatever.
The first call is coming in anxious.
What? No anxiety. All right, so let's do this. Hello, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen. It's David.
Hey, David. Listen, first of all, I'm so glad that you called, and for the listeners, and I know for Facebook Live, I kind of outed you anyway, David, without asking you, but I was too excited.
David, that's okay.
David, I can't even tell you how talented you are. I know, of course, you want a reading, but I have to just say this. So David made a clay figure of me that I'll put on the next break. I'll put on at least Facebook Live, and then I'll put it on my mediumship page so that if anyone wants to go on there, people that are not on Facebook, I'll also put it on YouTube, so you don't have to go on Facebook, you can just go on YouTube. The details, David, I showed Mark, the producer. I showed Denise, who's here. Dave in the back, who took it, was flabbergasted. When I pulled it out, he's like, Dave in the back, his head was like right so close to it. The specifics and the details, you are so, you should like be in California or someplace doing this.
Oh, thank you. I do it as a little part-time gig.
Oh,
Everybody
you need to go big.
David, clearly that must be you holding back, because if you wanted to, this could be gigantic. Seriously. It could be gigantic. So, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know where I'm putting this, because it's like I want to see it every day. It's the coolest thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, how cool is it to have to have like a clay doll of yourself, right? Yeah. And David, my hair looks wonderful too.
I love the butterfly.
The butterfly is so wild. Just on my shoulder, it's the coolest thing. So
cool.
I'm sure anyone else on hold is probably like, Stephen, shut up and just read. So David and Denise, if you get anything, just jump in. But David, I can't remember, you know, as I do readings, I never remember these readings, but Mom who's the mom? Is Mom crossed or here?
No, Mom's here.
She's here. So there's a woman, so it must be Grandma, who steps forward, but there's a grandmother who just said that she comes through every time you're with the medium. So I don't know if you see a lot of mediums, but all I can tell you is, well, maybe when you call here, but this grandmother, but Dad is definitely crossed, right?
Yeah, Dad's coming in.
Yeah,
he was the first one.
Yeah, I could feel him stepping forward. So, David, who does? Why do I keep like I'm at a porch and someone's doing cement like a mason?
That's awesome.
Who's does someone do work like why do I keep seeing Mason? A Mason.
Mason is my nephew's name.
Oh, get out of here!
Oh, that makes so much sense.
We're very close. He's like one of my children.
Oh my God, David! Wow.
Yeah.
So know that Dad is just like, or your father. Denise, you got him first, so I'm sure you can hear him.
Yeah, well, he had also showed me when you were talking about you need to go big with this. That's why I was like, oh, go big. That's what I heard. He's showing your feet in almost cement, in quicksand, like cement, and you're the one who's holding you back. Don't be nervous. Just go for it.
I love that, Denise. I love it. David, clearly, this is not even like on the fence. Clearly, looking at what you made, this is off the chain, like it's off the chart. It's off the chain.
And
I'm like
I don't know. That's
1984.
coming.
I don't know where that came
that
from.
That message is like so strong for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that for me anyway, Spirit never tells us what to do. But I think Spirit's, like Denise said, it's sort of like saying to you, hey, listen, David, if that's something you want to do, you could clearly do that because it's so huge. And clearly also with your heart. I mean, for you to spend time doing that, and I know that's not just specific to me. I mean, I know this is you. This is who you are. It's giving back and helping. And it's just, your father just said that he brought up Mason, which is so cool because that's such a different name, right, for someone. And that's just... but do you have a niece also?
I do. He has a sister, Ava.
Oh yeah, because your father's like, well, we can't leave.
Yeah, and was this his grandmother, the little old lady?
Yes.
Not old lady. Sorry, she's like yelling at me, going back and forth because she's like, "What happened? What happened to me?"
She's gonna pull your hair, Denise.
Yeah, she's like, "What happened to me?" And I'm like, "Wait, he knows. You're always in. The father has to talk right now."
Dave, I can't even tell you. I mean, I know you said you're close to your nephew and niece, but I can't even tell you the impact that you have on them because your grandmother just said what you're giving them really is like the moral compass, and to as they get older, to just have that sort of, not that their parents are not doing that, but it's different when you've got your uncle or your auntie, right?
A lot of hot
different.
energy comes in with him with it.
Exactly, David. It's different. Kids will listen more. I mean, I don't want parents like emailing me at all. But no, seriously, like even for me, like uncle, auntie, like sometimes you need that to be able to express yourself, and you don't want to say it to mom or dad, right? I mean, that's what it's about. So they're just giving that as a huge shout out. David, did someone do something with corn?
Corn? Not that I know of.
Why do I keep getting corn being shucked or like when you're in the supermarket and you're pulling to see if the corn's good?
Well, last week, I guess, I was shucking corn with my niece at the market.
Oh my God, David, there it is. So tell me that's not your dad and your grandma all just saying, listen, David, we're with you. Yeah. So how wild is that? There's a nickname though. Who do you call them a nickname, or did you have a nickname?
For my grandmother, or
I don't know who it is, but someone's got a nickname.
Well, my grandmother always used to call me her little doll.
Oh,
like, my doll. I don't know if that's it.
Oh, David, it is. How apropos, right? How exactly? Denise is getting that validated. But how cool is that to bring that up when you just gave me a doll?
Something really quick. I know. You got to go, but
no.
The top, like, so when the head comes in a little bit of a different color, does she have like dementia or Alzheimer's? Something with her memory, confusion?
At the very end, she did lose her memory pretty bad.
Okay, so she wants you to know that even though she wasn't there physically with her memory, but she was there spirit, even though she was still alive, like you can still be there in spirit. So she knows everything you did and said to her, and she just wants to say thank you so much. And it's funny because she's saying God bless you.
Wow, that's making me cry.
I love it. I love it, David. But is this okay? So was this mom's mom?
Yes.
Because I asked that because Dad's mom is on the right of Mason. She's stepping forward. Your other grandmother stepping forward, and she steps forward, David, very loving too, but different. So I don't know if she wasn't as close or wasn't around as long.
Exactly. Well, she wasn't as close. I was very close to my mother's mother and not so much to my father's mother.
Okay, so, and let me just make sure I clarify. That message was really just for clarification for you to know it's your grandma, your paternal grandmother. But let me just tell you, in spirit, this woman loves you, David. I mean, she makes up for not being as close to you as your other grandmother in spirit, always watching you and with you. And are you looking for someone? Like, are you looking for a relationship?
No, I kind of gave up on that.
Oh, never give up.
David, that's why I love that, Denise.
You're holding yourself back from so many blessings right now. Just let go.
And David, you know, the reason why, you know, even your father just said yes, bring that up, is that they don't want that. They don't. For you to actually say that puts that in the universe. You've got so much to give, and you can't remember the past. Because the past is the past. You just have to just be, you know, open and sort of like just surrender it to the universe. Because if they're also bringing it up, it's not just about saying, David, listen, we want you happy and stop saying I've given up. But there also has to be something that they're putting together. You know, like someone's doing like a brew for you, like to make someone good for you. But like Denise said, you also, I mean, you could have the perfect person plopped right in front of you, but if you're not in that mode, if you're not open to it, you're going to walk right by it. So it's just something that, you know, your father just said to me, David, my son opens his heart to everybody, so he needs to open his heart to himself. Yeah. So it's a great thing. So David, thank you. I am going to put this on Facebook, the doll, because it is the coolest thing I think I've ever received.
I'm so happy you love it.
I love it, love it, love it. Love it doesn't even describe the feeling to take a look at it in the details. I can't wait to actually get home and just look at it again because there's so many details that I feel like I'm missing. So, but David, thank you for calling and lots of love and thank you again. And we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. I am here with medium Denise Andrioli, and she came up from Rhode Island, right?
I did, yes.
My home state, right? And Elix is doing work. Mock's here, so let's go to the next caller. Hello, this is Steven.
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
Lisa.
Lisa, how are you?
I'm good.
And Lisa, you not only have me as the medium, you also have Denise, the medium. How's that?
Hi, Lisa.
So cool, right, Lisa? You got two for the price of one. And you know what I was going to say, Lisa, before I start with you? One of the coolest things I think that Spirit does with me, and I'm sure with you, Denise, and other mediums, is that I love when, with David, they bring experiences up that, like the corn. Yeah. Like to actually say that they were right there. It's so cool. It's so wild. So, Lisa, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Lisa's right to the point. I'm good. All right, Steven, do the reading.
Tired?
Am I tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always tired.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Well, okay. Wow. Lisa, there's a lot coming in. The one thing that there's people here, right? I mean, I know there's people here that I'll tell you about, but the thing that is overwhelming, Lisa, are these cats. There's cats everywhere in Spirit. So
really?
You're a cat person?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, if you're not, you've got a lot of cat spirit following you. These are a lot of cats.
Lisa, sorry. I'm like, they're channeling me. I'm stuttering here. I'm getting son. I don't know if you had a son that passed away or something that was like a son. Does that make sense to you?
Actually, I didn't have any children, but I had a cat that I've had for 17 years, and he just passed away 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So that'll be the male energy that's coming in.
Wow. Lisa, I'm sorry to hear that. And, you know, for myself, too, I don't have children, and we have our dogs, and they are absolutely our kids. So it's not surprising that that happens, that they come through as Denise got him as a son. So just it's a great thing to – how cool is it, though, that I start with the cats, and Denise narrows right in to the cat.
They're saying son.
Exactly, that just cross. And, you know, Lisa, it's a wonderful way to let you know that they're still – you know, your beautiful boy is still with you. So I know how difficult it is to lose people, animals, but just know that he's there. Lisa, is there? Did you lose a sister?
I've lost 2 sisters.
Okay, because there's sisters. Well, there's one sister coming in now. Of course, I'm sure all 2 sisters are going to come in.
And she's like right next to her, behind her, kind of.
Yeah, which is so great. It's just a way, you know, Lisa, to know that they're all with you, especially with. When did you say the cat crossed a couple weeks?
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Lisa, what's the 13? I'm sorry, Denise.
No, it's okay. Go for it.
What's the 13? When I get a number, Lisa, it's either the 13th of a month, someone's birthday, someone's anniversary. I don't know which month. It could be any month, or it also could be. Sometimes they'll split like 1-3, and it's January 3rd. But there's a connection with 1-3 with you.
Well, I was born 3-1.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, so it's reversed, as you were born on March 1st.
Right.
Oh, there it is. Wow. So it's just make sure you know it's your sister's just giving that as a validation. Why are they saying you were like spoiled?
Oh no, I was far from spoiled.
Well, let me just tell you. But were you the baby or the one of the younger?
Well, I was third from the youngest. I was number 6.
Number 6.
Oh, wow.
There were 9 kids?
No, there were 8 of us.
Wow. Well, that's a younger one. Well, let me just tell you something, Lisa. Your sisters in spirit are saying you were spoiled. So, and very much laughing. They're also telling me, though, that you've got something really close. There's a birthday or anniversary. Really close.
My wedding anniversary was the 17th.
It's perfect. So just know that they're also just giving you a happy anniversary, and which, of course, it makes your... So this is your husband is crossed?
Oh, no, he's here.
Oh, he's still here?
Yes.
Wow. Were you only married once?
Yep.
That's interesting. There's a guy here, but maybe it's one of your sister's husbands. So were both or one of them married?
One of them was, but her husband's still here.
Well, who's Bob?
Oh, I had a cousin, Bob.
But crossed?
Not too long ago.
I didn't hear you. What, Lisa?
I said I have a cousin, Bob, that passed away not too long ago.
Oh, so that's... Okay, so it's him then. It's him coming through. So it's just letting you know that he's here. Whether you know it or not, Lisa, you have... I just heard your sister say you probably wouldn't necessarily believe this, but your energy is very open. That's why there's so many people coming in. Denise, can you feel like how many people are around? I mean, it's confusing. There's just so many.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, Lisa, because there's so many loved ones that are with you all the time.
That's good.
It's very good, especially cousin Bob. So
there's one thing that the sister is saying. Do you have issues with your immune system?
No.
Have you? Because when I had asked you if you were really tired, and it could just be that you're not really taking care of yourself right now.
Yeah, but it's like I've since gotten another kitten.
Yeah, so just make sure you're doing some things.
I did just have a stroke recently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you had a stroke?
Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense. So what they're saying is to build up your immune system a little bit. Maybe you need some vitamins, but just I don't usually get medical stuff, but this is what they're saying. So just take care of yourself, rest, and take some vitamins, because your sister came in really clear and loud with that. I was been patient. I was letting Stephen do his thing, but that was the first thing that she had said to me.
That's great. That's great, Lisa. Just make sure you get that everyone's with you. And I'm so sorry. At least you sound very good, and I'm glad that even though you experienced that, you're still here with us, and you sound great. And I thank you so much for calling. And just know that baby of yours, the one that Denise brought through your kid, and he's with you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Lots of love, Lisa. Bye-bye.
Right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, who's this? Hello?
Hi, Stephen. This is Linda.
Hey, Linda, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. So you got me. You got this cutie next to me, Denise the medium,
Linda.
also.
Hi, Denise.
So this is exciting, right? 2 mediums.
It's awesome. Yes, it's awesome.
I love it. Oh, Linda.
Linda, were you on Facebook Live talking to us?
I put some hearts up, yes.
Thank you.
Were you somebody that mentioned Laura? Laura comes in with her. Laura, when you were getting Laura.
Do you connect to a Laura?
No.
Mm-hmm. And it might not be for you. It might be for somebody that you know. Keep in mind, sometimes you're the messenger, like we're the messenger, but you're the messenger. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Because one of your friends is coming in very close to you, so it might be a message for one of your close friends.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep it with you, Linda. So Linda, let me start with there's military coming in because they're making me look at the flag outside, and which just means, but it feels like it's a grandpa who's stepping forward. So. I know that a lot of that generation was in military, but do you remember, Linda, somebody like Grandpa, somebody in the military?
Well, my father was in the Army, and his brother was in the National Guard.
Okay, perfect. But was somebody dressed? I don't know.
Oh, yes. My godmother's husband, my Uncle Bill.
But he was dressed when he crossed?
In the uniform, is that what you
said? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
So what were you talking about? So Uncle Bill was another one in the military?
Yes, he was. I have one. My aunt gave my godmother when she passed away, and I got all pictures of her and my Uncle Bill, and she had a lot of pictures of him in his uniform.
Oh, there it is, Linda. Okay, I got it. So I just, someone just stepped forward and just talked about it, kept showing me him with the uniform on, so I knew there would be most likely some kind of contact there. There's Linda, there's also Ann? Who's the A name connected to you?
What name did you say?
Like Ann? It's an A. It's an A name. Go ahead.
Ann, I had my husband's aunt was an Ann.
But she is because this one's crossed. So is she crossed?
Yes, she crossed.
Okay, so I know it's probably not like one person that you would think would be like first or second coming through, but Auntie Ann is just stepping forward. So she's just letting you know that she's here. But your husband is here?
Yes.
So Auntie, I don't know if your husband would believe in spirit, but so this is his aunt, right?
Yeah, yes.
His Auntie Ann is just giving a big wave. Who's got the heart issue?
Yeah.
My sister.
Okay, but your sister's here?
She's still here. She's still here.
Yeah, I could tell. That's why I was asking, is she still here? Because I feel like the heart palpitations and did she have a procedure?
Yes.
Okay.
She had a massive heart attack on March 21st.
Oh my God! So it's just make sure, Linda. It's just letting you know that everybody is. This is Dad. Dad. I mean, I know you said he's crossed. He's crossed, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's just letting you know that he's watching over. I don't know if this is Mom. Is Mom crossed?
Yes.
Because your mother's stepping forward. And she just said Linda would think I was first coming through, but she's letting your mother's being very sweet, letting Auntie Ann and everybody else come through. I love your mom's energy, but your dad is just making sure. Are there three of you?
No.
Well, who's got three kids? Where's three? Three.
My husband. There were three boys in my husband's family.
Did one pass?
Yes.
So just know that he's also. Is it a brother? Oh yeah, you said brother who's coming through too. Yeah. So I just heard three. So it's a way that the spirit's piggybacking on both of us.
He's right there.
Right. Yeah. Denise is like he's right here.
He's right there.
Yeah. It's a crowded studio here, Linda. So it's just everybody letting you know that they're with you and watching. Your dad though. There's just two things I got to tell you. Your dad talks about. Was there a coin collection?
You know what? You talked to my husband last week or 2 weeks ago, and you asked him that, and I did find coins in a box that were my grandmother's.
Oh, my God, Linda. Well, I talked to your husband last week.
Either last week or the week before.
I love this. I love that you called. That's beautiful. So know that they're just giving that as a validation. And, Linda, what's with the telephone? We have... on our desk here in the studio, there's a long wire, and I think it's I don't know if that's the one of the headphone wires, but your father keeps talking about bring up the telephone wire or a long, like when.
Oh yes. You know what? My father was really into technology.
Right.
He passed away when I was 10. But we had a really unusual phone on the wall. It was like a square, flat phone on the wall with a long cord. And we used to pull it into the bathroom or the bedroom so we could have privacy.
I love it. Linda, I love it. It's Dad giving this beautiful memory for you and just saying that how much he loves you and how much he's watching your sister. So just the Spirit's doing as much as they can. I think we have to take a break. So, Linda, thank you so much and lots of love.
Thank you both so much, too. I love it.
Thank you. And we'll be back.
Take care. Bye-bye.
And good afternoon, and welcome back to Through the Static. I got to tell you, I am having the best time with this medium here, this cutie Denise. I'm so happy that you came, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you for
You are
inviting
definitely
me.
coming back on. Absolutely.
Fun. It's very fun.
Whether you want to or not, you're coming back on.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to the next call. Hello, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen. It's Diana. Hi, Denise.
Hi.
Hey, Diana. How are you?
Great.
You know, it's
I'm
kind
happy I got through.
And you know, you're on Facebook earlier when Denise said hi, Diana. I'm like, you know Diana? And she's like, oh no, well, I'm just saying hi. I'm like, oh wait a minute. Then I look at your name. I'm like, oh, from Facebook Live. I know Diana.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is a great thing. So, Diana, where do I?
Did your dad pass away? Sorry, Stephen.
No.
Yes.
He's a little pushy. I'm like, he just pushed my shoulder and was like, tell her. I'm like, okay.
Dad's here.
Totally cut Stephen off. He's really close to you right now. He's standing like right next to you, right near the right side of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like protecting you, like right on top of you. Sometimes they do that. Was he really religious?
Yes, somewhat.
Yeah, because sometimes they come in and pray against me. I'm like, no, I'm okay. So it's almost like he's protecting you right now just to make sure everything is good. He's also saying that his passing was really hard for you.
Yes.
And you still struggle with it. And he doesn't, they always like, don't cry, but it's like hard, you know, you're human. But he doesn't want you to cry over the memories. And when you think of him to like cry and be sad, he really wants you to start celebrating life a little bit more in his honor. Does that make sense to you?
I do try, yes.
Yeah, and he says to get out of your head. You're always thinking. He says she needs to just get out of her head a little bit, and also to spend some time outside.
Yes, I try.
Okay, yeah. He says you're your best when you're outside, especially in your trees.
Oh, thank you.
And Diana, you know, like the greatest thing is if you step back, just knowing that your dad is here, just chatting, and he's always with you. Did he smoke?
He used to smoke a pipe.
Oh yeah, I can smell the smoke. I wasn't sure what it was, but it's just letting him.
Borkum Riff. It was a very distinctive Borkum Riff.
Oh, Diana, that's why I can smell it. It was just like I can smell smoke. I didn't know what it was, and I'm like, oh my God, maybe. I mean, I hope this was legal, whatever he was doing, right?
Yes,
it was a pipe, right? So it's good. It's all good. But you know what, Diana, when Denise was talking, your father kept bringing up fences. When I see fences in as a sign, did they show me like either property or was there something with property that either something with property lines or a fence putting up, or why does your father keep showing me property? Like sometimes also I get that when like there's issues, and this could be also in the past, like way in the past, but sometimes
it was in the past because my grandfather built 3 houses, and the house that we lived in was supposed to be for us, but then when they passed away, my aunt, when she passed away, the houses had to be sold, so my mother came to live with us.
Oh.
And they put up fences.
Wow. Yeah.
They put up fences, and it looks ridiculous. So he's probably telling me that.
Diana, exactly. That's why I kept seeing fences.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your father's got a great sense of humor too, and your father's very funny too, because he just said to me, "If I have a choice between coming through you or this cutie, I'm picking this cutie." That's why he was like, "Oh no, he's all Denise." Yeah, he's all Denise. He's like, "Look at her here," because she's adorable.
Charm in the spirit.
Diana, thank you so much for calling. I will leave you with lots of love, and thank you again.
Thanks again. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Stephen. Hello. Hello, who's this? Hello?
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 Oh,
Yes.
there you are.
Hi, who's this? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, who is this?
Steve.
Oh, Steve, how are you?
I'm okay.
Good. Well, we couldn't hear you at the beginning, so, or were you just playing with us and not wanting to talk to us?
I wasn't sure you were talking to me because the last time you answered the call, I thought it was...
Oh,
Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, when you're on hold, Steve, you can hear the other callers before you, so that's what it is. So it's all good. You're here now, so that's all that matters. So there's a very, very strong presence of a. Is this mom crossed? Is your mother crossed?
Is my mother what?
Is your mother passed away?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the reason why I'm asking is that as soon as I tuned into you, Steve, your mother was standing right next to you. Well, she was a mother figure. I thought it was mom, and she's standing right next to you.
She's showing me shopping bag. Does she like to shop? Like grocery shop?
Really? Well, she used to grocery shop.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I'm like,
all mothers do.
Well, if we're lucky, all mothers do, right? I mean, Steve, that's what it is. Where's the cancer come in? Did she cross from cancer?
No, I believe it was more of a Alzheimer's, heart failure.
No, so someone who is it? Dad? What cancer? Who? Someone keeps telling me they want to get validated, and they crossed from cancer. They died from cancer.
My father.
Oh, perfect. So it's Dad just letting you know. Steve, did somebody have something amputated?
One of my cousins did.
Yeah, and you know, is your cousin in spirit or here?
Spirit.
Okay, so know that it's just cousin. I could feel like an arm or a leg. Something was taken off. So just know, was this a leg?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just your cousin letting you know that, hey, Steve, I'm here. So he wants to let you know that he's here. When I was asking about David, Donna, who's the D? Who's D connected to you?
There's a Duke, but he wasn't related.
Is this a friend of yours?
Yes.
Like a buddy?
Yeah, good friend.
Yeah, just it's. You know, not always family. It's just I'm sure Duke just wants to let you know that was he in military? Why does he have?
Yes, he was for a while.
Yeah, because he's showing me the uniform on him, and just and when I see the salute, it just means military. So he's letting you know that he said he had a lot of good times with you too, Steve. So yeah, sometimes a little. Crazy. Was there the Orient? Was someone? Did he go to the Orient? Do you know?
No, he was in Germany.
This is very.
My cousin that lost his leg might have gone to the Orient.
Oh, there it is. So it's your cousin back again, because I could feel like very Asian around me, and it was like the location. So just letting you know that he's coming through. There's also 5. Were there 5 kids? Steve has to count.
No, there wasn't.
Okay, so if it wasn't 5 kids, because it doesn't give me exact that it's actual children. There's something, Steve. What's in May or the 5th of a month? I mean, I know sometimes people don't remember dates, but I keep getting your mother keeps showing me 5, or she was from 5, but there's a 5 connection with your mom.
I think there was more than 5.
So just keep it with you. I don't know if you're getting anything else, Denise.
Honestly, I'm getting something about baseball. Does that make sense to you?
Getting what?
Like I'm being shown a baseball cap. Like it could just be like Boston. I'm not familiar. I think it's the Boston Red Sox logo. So I don't know if somebody was from Boston or they were into baseball. When you were talking about his friends, that's when that was coming in. When they had a really good time. Yeah,
maybe like a baseball game, baseball fan, something like that, Steve.
Nothing I can think of.
Okay, well,
hold on to it.
Just keep it. Make sure you keep it with you. It's just all your loved ones just letting you know. There's a dog. You had a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even if you said no, I'd say, Steve, you're lying, because there's a dog here, because he's on your lap, and he's a good size. He's not a tiny like Chihuahua. He's like medium to large. He's a good sized dog.
He was a red dog.
Oh, what was he?
a red Doberman.
Oh, that's
okay.
a good size. Yeah, no, I love it. And Walter, where's the W come in for you? Walter, Wilma. There's the dog. Was there a dog with a name with the W or a breed like a Weimaraner or something? Usually when dogs come through, they give me a letter. It's their name or it's their breed, but there's a W.
I knew somebody that had a Weimaraner, but.
Well, just know, Steve, that Weimaraner is coming to say hi. So, but listen, we're out of time. Thank you so much for calling, and you have a great day. And I leave you with a lot of love.
You too.
Thanks, Steve. So we're like a minute left. Denise, did this fly by?
It did. It flew really quick.
I had the best time with you. Thank you for coming. Seriously.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for doing what you did in the readings and telling people. It was pretty cool, and it's seriously. I've done this show. July 25th will be a year.
I remember.
And I've never had another guest in here again, except non-humans, because I bring dolls in. And plus a medium, which was so cool, and I've been so excited when you said yes. So, but give your web, if people want how they get in touch with you for readings.
Actually, it's DeniseTheMedium.com, or you can find me on Facebook, Denise Andreoli. Hopefully there's not more than one medium named Denise Andreoli out there. Just look for the hair.
Well, exactly.
Look for the curly hair. Or the blue jay. I have a blue jay as my symbol.
Just like my dad, you told me. I love this. So listen, we'll be back next week. I was going to say the Puerto Rican, because that's automatic. That comes out. Coach Elix will be back. Well, he is from Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah.
Elix, I miss you. I can't wait to see you Friday, and we'll be back next week. Make sure you go to my website, Stephen the Medium, for tickets. You don't want to miss the Attleboro Elks. It's going to be an incredible night. Mark's going to be there. Mark's mother's going to be there. Hopefully, Denise is going to be there. She'll be my guest to come. It will be terrific, and you're going to get a CD from me, and it's my first CD, and believe me, there's so much good stuff on it. You want to have it. So, all right, so. Thank you, everybody, and have a great, great week.
Thank you.